participating in this training. Okay, but you should know that there are several, like whenever the source application is only changing to the place into the cloud, okay, so that is a rehost solution, okay, and this can be manual or automatic, okay. When there are some changes in the target application, there's a replatform, because we are going to modify the underlying architecture, okay. So it can be also a repurchase, because this is overall the SaaS strategy, because instead of buying or having an internal application, we are taking advantage of what the cloud is offering as out of the box, like SaaS applications. Okay, refactor is when we have to do sorry, a big architecture change in the underlying components. For instance, changing from microservices or SOA to microservices. That can be the form of refactor. And finally, we have the two more. That is retiring. That is another strategy, because the clients should be deciding to retire a business line, or maybe another application is taking over the current application, so it needs to be retired. And finally, we have the retain. Maybe we don't have the source code. Maybe the application that is trying to be migrated is a benchmark in the market. So the decision is to retain. Okay. So for this training, we will focus on the rehost in this initial session. Okay. There are two main strategies, as I've told you. One is automatic. That is automatic discovery of all the source applications, and then automatic selection of the most closed target architecture or components, and then execute the migration. Okay, and also manual is like we need to choose manually what is the application that we need to rehost, what is the target application, maybe changes in the architecture on the specifications of the target specification, okay? And then either manual or automatic, we need to test, do the transition, and finally the cutover into production. Okay, so this is basically what we're going to see today. Okay, there are several strategies or ways that Huawei handles the migration, okay, the rehosting. So you can see here that we can use batch migration of virtual machines. We can also have in a public network, we can use also a dedicated line, like a connection or list line. We have also the virtual machine migration, okay, over the public network. And in this strategy, we are using SMS. Okay, in the previous is migration center. Okay, virtual batch migration of virtual machines. So a bunch of virtual machines that we can also migrate using a third-party client that is HyperMotion. Okay, that is another. So this is the advantages, the constraints, limitations, and if there's a rollback supported. Okay, so you will have access to this document. I will not go into very detail because this is more a practical session. There's another bunch of migration scenarios, offline migration of virtual machines, and this can be with the manual migration, okay? Batch migration of virtual machines with RDA, that is a third party as well, that is very well known, and this is something that we will see now. And also with agentless. This is very important because several clients doesn't want to install an agent into the VMware solution. So we have also the RDA agentless as well. So this is a summary of all the migration methods and the application scenarios. Migration center is overall when we can do batch migration and the client is able to accept agents, okay, the installation of agents in the VMware side. SMS is almost the same, but for the single machine migration. Forget about the batch, single machine migration. Hypermotion is a third party, okay? And this is also promoting agentless, okay? Single batch migration, and we can migrate without the public network access. Then for offline migration, we have image migration. Is to generate the image in the VMware, and then provide a single machine migration via the IMS. Okay. Then the offline migration with RDA. Okay. This is agent based because this is a little agent that is installed in the virtual machine. Single batch migration supports migration without the public network access. And finally, a very convenient is an RDA agentless. And this is supporting migration for 12 major categories of operating systems that we will see, because this is what the training today is about. Okay.